DungeonRunnerTank here. I got my friend's cubic deck profile.
Hey guys. Alright. So my friend DungeonRunnerTank here has told me that some of you have wanted to check out the cubic deck profile. So today we're going to do that. Starting with 3 cubic Crimson Nova. If you guys don't know, he is the main player of the deck. If you get him out and your opponent doesn't stop him, you have a high chance of winning. He cannot be targeted by card effects whose monster's original attack is 3,000 or less. If he destroys a monster by battle, he can attack again. And during the end phase, which I'm surprised that he hasn't gotten hit because of this effect, but during the end phase, he inflicts 3,000 effect damage to both you and your opponent at the same time, allowing for tiebreakers. Next after that, we have 3 Yugioh, the Meteor Cubic Vessel. He is your main combo player for the deck. You want to open him as fast as possible so you can send your cubic cards to the graveyard. Of course, since you're playing cubic deck, you have to play 3 Yugioh. Yugioh's in there just to sit on. Also possibly negate your opponent's monster effects after they battle it. After Yugioh, we have 2 Buster Goondeal, the Cubic Behemoth. He's in there as a possibility of having 3 cubic monsters on board so you can tribute for him. He's also in there as a name for Crimson Nova, the Dark Cubic Horde, and it's the same for Yugioh Doomvolt, the Cubic Emperor. If you guys don't know, Buster Goondeal can attack up to 3 times, and Yugioh Doomvolt inflicts 800 points of damage when he's initially summoned. Alright, that does it for the cubics. Now we're going to move on to the other monsters I run in the deck. We have 2 Summoner Monk. It's Summoner Monk. That's all you need to know. 1 Snow, because you do run milling cards in this deck, so if you mill that to the graveyard, it's great for your extra deck plays. And then we run 3 Ash Blossom. The only hand trap you run in the deck, the only hand trap you really need in the deck. It's in there just to stop things from hurting you, really. That's it for the monsters. Now we're going to move on to the spells. For the spells, I run 3 Cubic Karma. This card is the main card you send to the graveyard with Yugioh's effect. When this card is in the graveyard, you can banish it to search out any cubic monster from your deck to your hand. If for some reason you do have this in your hand, you can actually activate it as long as you have Yugiohs in deck. You send as many Yugiohs as you want from your deck to graveyard, and whatever monster you target, whatever cubic monster you target, gains 800 attack for each Yugioh sent. Then you run 3 Cubic Wave. Cubic Wave is in there just so you can make your opponent's monsters weenies and make yours massive. I've played this multiple times against my friend DungeonRunnerTank here, and it's worked out pretty well. Next you're going to run 3 Foolish Burial Goods. This is just to help you get karmas engraved as fast as possible so you can start your searching. You can also use this to send your Cubic Waves, because your Cubic Waves have an additional effect of you can banish this card to any number of cubic monsters in your graveyard. Target any number of monsters your opponent controls, they get a cubic counter. For those of you who do not know what cubic counters are you place it on your opponent's monster, then that monster has effects negated and it cannot attack. Then I run 2 Galaxy Cyclone, 2 Forbidden Chalice, 1 Reasoning, 1 Monster Gate, and 1 Raigeki. And that does it for the spells. Now for the traps, I only run 6 traps in this deck. I run 3 Unification of the Cubic Lords. It's in there for the chance that you can go into Crimson Nova Trinity, the fusion monster. But it's mainly in there for whenever a cubic monster you control is destroyed with battle or leaves the field, you can special summon a level 4 cubic monster from your hand or deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. So you can bring out Buster Goondeal or Indiora or Doom Volt, ignoring summoning conditions. You'd probably go for Indiora though to get the 800 burn. Then I run 2 Quaking Mirror Force and 1 Solemn Warning. That does it for the traps. That also does it for the main deck. Now, for the extra deck, you do not need links for this deck. Links are nice, but you do not need them at all. Because if you're going into the extra deck, it's probably only going to be a one-time thing. Of course, I run 1 Crimson Nova Trinity, the Dark Cubic Lord, because there is a chance I can go into it because I have Unification, and I do run 3 Crimson Nova. Then, besides the fusions, we have Tornado Dragon, Ragna Zero, Daigusto Emerald, Gaga Cowboy, Karen Gorgon, the Anti-Luminescent Knight, Abyss Dweller, Castell. Of course, we have the Utopia package, Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max, and number 81 Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Super Dora. Like I said, you do not need links for this deck. They don't really special summon from the extra deck enough to actually warrant one. Anyway, that's it for the deck profile. So if you guys enjoy the deck profile, give my friend DungeonRunnerTank here a like for his videos, and maybe he'll put some more videos up.